Hello again, my lovelies. Today we are diving into the world of Generation Alpha and all the things that have happened with them in the past few years. From the rise of artificial intelligence to the impact of climate change, Generation Alpha has been growing up in a world filled with rapid change and innovation. They've witnessed historical moments, both uplifting and challenging, that have undoubtedly influenced their perspectives and shaped their futures. However, in the past 2 years, Generation Alpha has experienced so much. With the push to social standards and the impact of social media, they're being pushed into consumerism by their parents and other influencers, and I fear for their future. With the rise and fall of Stanley Cups to the 9-year-olds using retinol, from a young age, Generation Alpha is being forced into growing up faster and faster, giving them almost no time to have an actual childhood. As someone who barely had a childhood myself, it has impacted me in a lot of negative ways. I almost never feel like I'm actually me. I feel like maybe I don't fit in. I feel like because I missed out on my childhood, that I never really got to grow up. And I'm sure some of you listening also know what it's like to not have a proper childhood. If you scroll on YouTube or TikTok for longer than just a few minutes, you're bound to stumble onto some Gen Alpha content, whether that be content made for Gen Alpha or by Gen Alpha. I will be honest, while it is hard to watch, whether it be Lanky Box, or Skibbity Toilet, or the Sticking Out Your Gat for the Rizzler song playing in the background, whatever it may be, we need to consider that Gen Alpha is trying to grow up quicker than they should. 6 to 11-year-olds on the internet thinking they need skincare or crop tops or even makeup to the extremes that they do it is partially Gen Z's fault, in my opinion. It is our jobs to set an example for the younger generations and show them that it is okay to be themselves. I myself have 3 younger siblings that are all a part of Gen Alpha, and it breaks my heart to see my 2 little sisters thinking they need to fit in and be with the trends when really they're beautiful. I love my siblings. And my little brother thinks that he's not normal because he likes older games, like he loves the Super Mario Brothers games, and he likes Five Nights at Freddy's, and he gets bullied for not liking Fortnite or whatever, and that breaks my heart. It hurts to see my siblings having to go through some of what I had to go through and what my generation, Gen Z, has also gone through. As Gen Z, I do think we should try to explain to Gen Alpha that it is okay to want to grow up, but it is not worth it. Growing up is not all that fun. I mean, having to get a job and all of the things that come with growing up is not fun to rush. Whenever you look back, you're gonna think, wow, I shouldn't have tried to grow up so quickly. I do that almost every day. We need to help Gen Alpha feel comfortable in their own skin and not like they need to be someone else. I was on Twitter not too long ago, and there was I think 11-year-old on there asking for tips on how to lose weight very quickly. I feel that is very toxic for us to push our younger generation into feeling like they need to be a perfect Barbie doll, and they need to, be super skinny, and they have to have flawless skin or else they're not pretty, which is not true. Your scars are what makes you you. I'm not gonna sit here and say, oh, Gen Alpha has it so easy, because they really don't. If you really look at the content that's being pushed to them, it is not what we should be pushing to our younger people. It's really not. I feel like the environment that we have created for them is one of the worst environments that has ever been created for such young people. Gen Alpha is essentially anyone born in the year 2012 to 2024, our current year. Seeing all these young kids doing skincare routines that they think is gonna do anything for them hurts me. And people that are on the older side of Gen Z, or even hell, the younger side of Gen Z too, saying, oh, Gen Alpha looks so old, they need to start doing this, 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 and this. They don't. They're kids. We need to let them grow up naturally and be themselves and figure out who they are, instead of trying to push social standards and just the normalness or whatever we are pushing to them. It's not okay. I remember 2 years ago, my two little sisters were the happiest people, and they still are very happy, but seeing the access that they have to social media, I've watched them change, and not in a good way. My sister, she'll be, I think, 11 soon, is getting into skincare, which it's always fun to, mess around with mom's makeup and, have mom help with washing your face and all that. But she asked me, hey, do you have any old skincare stuff you don't use anymore? And me being the good older sibling I am, I said, yeah, why? What's up? What do you need? And she said, oh, I wanted to go to Sephora with mom, but she said, she doesn't want to go just because everything there is so expensive, which it really is. If you look at the prices for the fucking drunk elephant shit that Gen Alpha is using, it's insane. I think it's like $50 for some fucking bronzy drops or whatever the hell they're called. It's crazy to me. I don't think that Gen Alpha should be using retinol or the toxic skincare peel-off masks or whatever. It is not okay. Sometimes too much of a good thing, it's real. Too much of a good thing will result in problems. Using acid on your face, essentially, is not good. It will not really make your skin smoother. I'm pretty sure it will probably worsen your acne or whatever it is you're dealing with. And also, I want to point out, acne is a normal part of life. Everyone goes through it at some point, and the people that don't are extremely lucky. Seeing all the quote-unquote Gen Alpha influencers promoting things like retinol hurts to see, because that's a child. And, I'm not an adult by any means, but I do think that we need to provide a more comfortable space for Gen Alpha. Let me know what you think about Gen Alpha in either the comments, or if you have a way to reach out to me, that'd be cool too. We need to make Gen Alpha feel more safe. Anyway, thank you for listening to me yap. Be sure to subscribe for more content. I am going to try to be doing more commentary stuff. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye now.